Hello everyone, my name is Jaylene Castro, and I focused my research on effectiveness of clicker training to increase response across 3 behaviors for a pet dog. The rationale behind my research is dogs that are big in physical forms, such as tall and muscular, or big in some weight or height, are deemed as dangerous and can exhibit aggressive behaviors. In many apartment complexes, these breeds are restricted, which means they aren't allowed to live within the household due to their aggressive behaviors. To minimize those behaviors, training serves as an alternative to teach these socially acceptable behaviors. My research question is clicker training effective at increasing response across 3 behaviors in a 2-year-old bull mastiff dog? My participant is a 2-year-old male bull mastiff dog and is not diagnosed with a disability. The current skills are sit, down, and shake. In the literature, most of the outcomes were positive. However, the method of implementation was different, including the learning opportunities being stressful situations. It also includes the different types of species. They utilized monkeys, puppies, mice, and grown adult dogs. The method for my study was a multiple baseline across behaviors. The independent variable is clicker training with positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement in this case is just treats when he engages in the correct behaviors. He is not a picky dog, so he absolutely loved every treat he got. The dependent variable is 3 behaviors: spin, stay, and heel. And the data collection method was utilizing the percentage correct format. The correct responses were divided by the total number of trials and multiplied by 100 to get the correct percentage. I was the one that collected the data, and I was also the one implementing the intervention. Because he has a repertoire of 3 skills already, I utilized those to be able to go and take quick data of the trial that we just ran. For baseline, Rex was observed in the living room of the home. The pet owner utilized each cue: spin, stay, and heel. Correct responses were marked as plus, and incorrect responses were marked as minus. Treats were given for correct responses. Intervention: the researcher used the clicker for correct responses. That was also paired with a treat. Correct responses were marked as pluses, incorrect responses were marked as minus, and prompted responses were marked as P. The researcher, which was me, we utilized the treat in our hand to be able to prompt him for the correct behavior. When he engaged in the correct behavior, he would receive the clicker and then the treat. As you can see, the results right here, in these first days of trials, they were significantly at 0. On the 7th day, we started to see an increase due to me redefining what I wanted him to actually do. For spin, instead of it being a full spin, I ended up doing a half spin, which helped a lot in order to be able to get this data. With that being said, I ended up switching stay and heel in order to get correct responses. In all 3 tiers of intervention, there is an upward increase in correct responses. The results indicate that the clicker training had some effect on increasing responses across all 3 behaviors. The implications of this study suggest that the clicker training can be effective when pairing it with positive reinforcement. The limitations of this study is the length of the study was not enough to implement generalization and maintenance trials, and also the idea that I only did it with 1 participant. I also wanted to address that in this tier. I did not implement it just because it was hard to interpret the data. It was going upwards. I was just hesitant to implement it because it wasn't a steady of correct responses, which is why I started so late with a tier 3. Thank you. That is all.